before the actual video begins, let's give a quick moment of silence to my favorite pair of fingerless gloves. These apparently broke. Well, one of them did, so yeah. And I asked my sister if she would be able to salvage the rip, but she said she wouldn't, so it looks like I'm going to have to get a new pair of fingerless gloves. And I've had these gloves since the ending of 2021 through 2025, and yeah, I've had these gloves for like almost 5 years. So yeah, and I love these so much, but as they always say, all good things must come to an end eventually. So let's give a quick moment of silence for these wonderful pair of gloves. Alright, now let's get started. What's good, my YouTube friends and family? Welcome back, and today we're here to review the newest SML movie, and this one's called Jeffy's Cat Allergy. Now, we've seen Jeffy around numerous cats tons of time in various videos, and I know you could develop allergies at any age, but honestly, that's another thing that kind of scares me. Like, say that I love to eat, let me not jinx on one of my favorite foods. Let's say if I just love to eat peaches. Well, no peaches, because I have favorite stuff that's based on peaches. Let's say if I like spinach my whole life, and I eat spinaches ever since I was a little kid. And like, say if I was to turn 21, and sometime later on down that road, all of a sudden I develop an allergic reaction to spinach, I would be very disappointed to have an allergic reaction to one of my favorite foods. Let me knock on wood to not jinx myself. But anyway, judging by the thumbnail, it looks like the cat that Jeffy's going to be allergic to is one of those hairless cats, which I don't even know how that's possible, because since the cat doesn't have hair, how is he able to leave its hair around for him to have an allergic reaction? I don't know. But anyway, with that being said, if you guys want to watch the original video, as always, link is in the description down below, as well as the link to my social medias and second YouTube channel. Make sure you go and follow me there. Make sure you go and subscribe to the original SML channel. Support the original creator as always. And to confirm, if you watch my full review from beginning to end, make sure you comment 5 cat emojis. And also, I have an announcement. So, last year for Halloween, I was dressed as Hiccup from How to Train Your Dragon 2. So, this year for Halloween, I was thinking of doing Wolverine from the Marvel movies or something like that. But at first, I was thinking about not dressing up as anything for Halloween this year. But as we're getting closer to Halloween, I really got back in the mood wanting to dress up as anything. So I went online to see if I could try and find some Wolverine costumes in my size. But apparently not. So I decided to come up with the next best thing. So since last year I was dressed as Hiccup, maybe this year I'm going to be dressing up as Toothless, the Night Fury from How to Train Your Dragon. So I will be showing you guys pictures of my Halloween costume once I have fully assembled it and put it together. And when Halloween comes around, whenever SML drops a Halloween special, I will be wearing my Toothless costume. But with that being said, let's get on to the actual review. So at the beginning of the video, Jeffy finds a gigantic, ridiculous looking cowboy hat, when that basically looks like a magician's hat, over here saying, "This town ain't big enough for the two of us. I'm Dirty Dan. I found this hat," and it just became my whole personality. So then, after Marvin takes off the hat saying, "We're not doing that," and then Rose comes onto the couch with a stray cat that she found outside, wanting to keep it, and the cat literally said, "Meow, meow." Like, I'm not joking. Literally, how I meowed is literally the exact same way that damn cat meowed. He said, "Meow." And he took his finger, he was like, "Lick, lick, lick." Like, what the hell kind of cat is that? Nah, that kind of reminded me of Mr. Goodman's dog, Prince Charles. And then Jeffy over here sneezing, going, "Achoo, achoo, achoo," every time he's around the cat. So this could mean one of two things. One, he really is allergic to cats, or two, he's just fucking with Rose so that way she can get rid of the cat, because Marvin said that we're not taking in a stray cat. And honestly, yeah, if it's a stray cat, I would say keep it outside depending on the situation. And plus, Rose, don't you already have a pet cat? Where's Pumpkin? So Marvin calls Brooklyn Guy to see if Jeffy really is allergic to cats. And Brooklyn Guy comes in, and then they all say, bless you to Jeffy after he sees this. Then he sees the cat, and he's like getting all cute and playful with the cat, rubbing its head and giving it belly rubs, and everybody's making noises while Jeffy's over here sneezing. And literally, I didn't even notice that Marvin disappeared, but all of a sudden he comes back into the room looking all mad as fuck. Nah, look at the face. No, what the hell? No, that just came out of nowhere. It was funny as hell. So then, after the whole situation dies down, he tells Brooklyn Guy about the situation. He's like, oh my gosh, I want to see if I can adopt this cat. And then he leaves the room to call his wife. And then he comes back into the room saying, my wife said no about adopting the cat. And then Brooklyn Guy says that, oh, if Jeffy's allergic to the cat, then all you gotta do is just get rid of the cat and put him down. So they gave Marvin and Rose two options. One, you could get this really expensive syringe, which will be submerged into the cat, where it will be a quick and painless death, or he could just snap the cat's neck, and that's how he'll put it down. And then he says that people usually go with the second option. So Brooklyn Guy's like, come on, let me get that cat. Let me get that neck. And then all of a sudden we see another Brooklyn Guy enter the room, which is the original Brooklyn Guy, saying, good news, everyone. My wife said yes. And then I'm assuming that this is another one of Brooklyn Guy's brothers with a weird name, because when that Brooklyn Guy came into the room, I was like, what the hell? What's with the different puppet? Like, yeah, that's what I was saying. And we just got a name for that imposter. So his name is... Shit, bro. Hold on. Let me go back real quick. Alright, so... basically, here's what happened.
Those guys, my wife said yes. What the hell is he doing here? Yeah, that's right, you get the hell out of here. Who is that? That's just my brother hates cats and wants to kill him guy. He's a...
hates cats and wants to kill him guy. That's his name. What kind... Barbara, what do you be thinking when you naming these kids? 3,000 of your twins are in town? Bro, what the... Wait. No. That can't be the case, because in SML movie Secret Door, Brooklyn Guy's brother Does Bad Things Guy was in that video. And after shooting his brother in the head with a gun, Brooklyn Guy explains what happens. And he says that... Well, Mario points out in the video that he looks just like him. And Brooklyn Guy's like, yeah, he's my only... He says, quote unquote, he's my only identical twin. So, I guess that logic just blew out the fucking window. What the hell? Damn, what a way to call out your wife. So, nah. Brooklyn Guy suggests for Jeffy not to be allergic to cats. He says, just get a hairless cat. I've been asking my wife to do that for years. I always get a mouthful of hair. Nah. If y'all don't know what that means, essentially, Brooklyn Guy be eating something or somebody out, and then he comes back up breathing for air, and he has a mouth full of hair. Basically a hairball. Bro, that's disgusting. No, that was actually kind of funny. So, Rose keeps pleading to Marvin that we should get a furless cat. And Marvin's like, alright, so if you can find a furless cat for free, then we can keep it. And Rose is like, oh, fur free, like, free of fur. And Jeffy's like, mimicking her, and he's like, fuck off. No, I like that. So Brooklyn Guy takes the cat back to Karen, and she bought a whole bunch of stuff, and she's like, I can speak cat, and then they have a conversation when Brooklyn Guy literally says that he can speak English. He literally said to infinity and beyond, because Karen bought the cat Buzz Lightyear costume and all that extra stuff, and he's like, you know what, I don't even want a cat anymore, so you guys have fun with that, and I'm gonna go literally be anywhere else. So they continue to have a conversation, and literally we cut back to the red couch, and we see this thing I don't even know what that is. Honestly. Now, let me just go back and play the scene where the cat first appeared on the couch and Marvin literally screamed. Hold on.
What the fuck is that?
Nah, that was actually kind of funny. And Rose said that she bought the cat, but Marvin literally said that she had to get it for free. And Rose is let me play the full scene in context. Just for context, let me play the full scene.
What the fuck is that? Marvin, I bought a hairless cat. Bought? No. You weren't supposed to buy one. You were supposed to get one for free. Yeah, for free. You said no hair. But that was a joke.
Over here laughing and shit. Bitch does not listen to save her life. And Marvin literally asked Rose, how much did you pay for this? And she's like, $3,000. Like, what the hell? Knowing that, how the fuck do they have that money? And let me find out that this bitch paid for the cat in Marvin's name and put it in his credit card. How he got $3,000? I don't know. But how are they able to buy all this stuff when Marvin's literally 5 years, in Goodman terms, behind his house payment? When actually, the last time he's actually paid his house payment was in SML movie Jeffy's Vacuum Cleaner. Nah. And Rose over here saying, but Jeffy can enjoy it since he doesn't have hair. And Marvin's like, he's not gonna know what the hell that is. And he literally asks Jeffy, what is that? And he's like, a camel. I mean, to be fair, if I saw that thing from a far distance, I wouldn't be able to realize that was a cat either. But at the same time, this is Jeffy we're talking about. One time he literally said, I love animals. My favorite animal is a carrot. Bruh, he does not know his damn animals. So I don't know if he's really serious or he's just fucking with us. Nah, so Rose decides to name the hairless cat Mr. Wrinkles. And after Jeffy goes on a whole ramble, Marvin's like, do you ever think before you speak? Like, does your brain try to push out random stuff as possible? And Jeffy's like, probably. So then, Rose says that we're not getting rid of him. He's non-refundable. And then all of a sudden, Jeffy starts sneezing again. And Marvin's like, nah. This is impossible because it's a hairless cat. So how is he sneezing if he doesn't have hair? So I was like, I fucking called it. He literally was faking being allergic to cats just to get that other cat out of here. Cause like, bruh, I fucking called it. Nah, so Marvin calls back Brooklyn Guy to see what's wrong with Jeffy's so-called allergies. And Brooklyn Guy's like, hold on, what the fuck is that? Is that E.T. the extraterrestrial? Nah, that's fucking crazy. I've never seen that movie or whatever TV show features that guy, but the only time I've ever heard of that or seen that character was in a Family Guy cutaway gag. And now that I'm looking at it, he does kind of look like that guy. Nah, that's fucking insane. So, convincing that the hairless cat is actually E.T., Brooklyn Guy tries to make it do a bunch of things that E.T. would be able to do, like making a bike fly. And after that failed, he tries to give him energy by feeding him Reese's Pussies. Now, I was trying to do that thing Jeffy did back in Halloween of 2023 or something like that. So then, once that doesn't really work, we get a call, we get an answer from the door with the FBI saying that the neighbors called and reported that people in the street were yelling E.T. and they said that they were looking for E.T. since the 80s or something. And they think that their E.T. is hiding in Marvin's house. So Marvin is distracting the FBI agent while Brooklyn Guy goes to, I don't know, maybe either protect the hairless cat or I don't know what he's gonna do. Let's just see and watch. So Brooklyn Guy decides to dress up the hairless cat as his so-called aunt, named Mrs. E.T. Like, bro, what the hell? So the FBI agent's like, really, Mrs. E.T., likely name. What a beautiful name! I would like to take her on a date! Because I'm into older women! Like, what the hell? Nah, Nah, bro's about to commit bestiality without even realizing it. That's fucking crazy. So they actually proceed to go on a date. I can only imagine how this is gonna turn out. I knew it! Bro really did commit bestiality in a parking lot of a movie theater. In his car. And when they were asking him, why did he do it? He said, it looked like a woman to me. That is fucking wild as hell, out of context. Nah, and he got fired after that. I don't blame him for firing him. Rose, no, shut up. We did not spend $3,000 on that cat. You spent $3,000 on that cat. And after Broken Guy says that he's gonna go home and see his cat, Rose literally says this. You know, I'm just gonna let this whole scene play out.
Well, at least Jeffy's feeling better. He hasn't sneezed in a while.
Oh, I just got tired of doing that noise. What? Wait, you mean this noise? Oh.
Bless you, Jeffy.
Wait, hold on. You're telling me that's not a real fucking sneeze? Forget the whole time. Oh, you
I knew it. Bro, I fucking knew he was faking it. And as for the Young Small question, it said... Oh, fuck. Hold on. Damn it. Now, as for the Young Small question, it said, are you allergic to anything? No, and I really hope... Well, actually, yes, I am allergic to something. I really am allergic to cats. Like, there was this one time I was around a cat at one of my family members' house, and then the next morning, well, every time I was around the cat, I kept sneezing constantly, and my eyes kept getting watery, and literally the next morning when I woke up after that, it legit felt like I woke up from surgery. Like, nah, that's how bad it was. But anyway, what are some things that you guys are allergic to? And honestly, to me, it feels like this video was all over the place, and so is this review. Like, honestly, but I feel, in my personal opinion, I feel like both the SML movie and my review were just all over the fucking place. So honestly, I'm gonna give this video a solid... I mean, I got some good laughs. It was somewhat funny, but I'll give this video a 6 out of 10. Yeah, I say 6 is pretty good, but anyway. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Click the notification bell and all the extra stuff. If you guys want to watch the original video, as always, link is in the description down below, as well as the link to my socials and second YouTube channel. So make sure you go and follow me there. Make sure you go and subscribe to the original SML channel. Support the original creator as always. And to confirm if you watch my full review from beginning to end, make sure you comment 5 cat emojis. Alright? And, yep. With that being said, I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, peace out.